Hey guys, it's Aubrey with Muttley Plans. I just wanted to take today's video to go over my 2024 planners and journals that I've been using this year and how I've had them work for me, how they've been doing. Just as a quick, prelude, I guess, to the planners that I'll be introducing in 2025. So to start off, I'm going to start off with my multi-year journals. So these three, technically four, I forgot about this little guy too. So these four are more so journals than they are planners. But these are planners or journals that I carry over from year to year. So I'm going to talk about them. We'll go smallest to largest. So this small one right here, this is I don't know if it's a passport size or an A6 to be honest, but I picked it up at the Colorado Pin Show. And this is where I keep track of all of my pins. So anytime I get a new pin, I'll come in and I will write with that pin what the pin is, what the type of pin, yeah, basically the maker of the pin, if it's a special edition or anything like that, and then what type of point it has on it. So these are all of my current pins that I have. And then these over here are all of my inks that I have in a bottle currently. So I currently have 12 inks. And that's it. So this is a pretty short and sweet flip through. I do also keep track of like when I buy a pen, I'll keep receipts and stuff in here, but most of the pins I've bought so far haven't come with a receipt per se, because I've gotten them off of Amazon or online or something. But this is my pen / ink journal, and I will use this little guy until it gets filled up, and then I'll look at moving into a different one. So this is one that'll be probably multiple years because there's a lot of pages, and I don't plan on having that many inks that fast. So the next multi-year journal is my cheap version, or my DIY version of like a 5-year journal or a 2-year journal. I don't really know how long this specific journal will last for me, but it will last more than 1 year because what I've done is I've come in to this one, right? And I have written a little bit about what occurred that day. So, like this day I ran 2.5 miles, coffee and brunch, stuff like that. It's kind of turned into a bit of a junk journal for me. But I also get to write about, when me and my husband go on adventures and stuff like that. So it's been it's been a very good journal to have, and I look forward to using it for at least one more year. So this year I have been using Ferris Wheel Press Pink Sugar Beach. So next year, I'm thinking I might switch my ink to this Violet Imperial from Jacques Herbin, and use that ink throughout the year. So we'll just see, but this is probably my most favorite journal that I have. You can see when I travel, I try to pick up stickers from the local shops in the area, and once I get a sticker, I just plop it on here. And then if we travel anywhere specific, like we went to Colorado while I've been in this journal, then I'll put pictures that are related to traveling on this back cover. And all this is a Stalogy that was an A5. I bought it off Amazon, and I just cut it down to a traveler's notebook size because I was wanting to try out that size, and I am very cheap, so I wanted to do it as cheaply as possible to see if I actually would like the size. So that's what I did for this, and this is my year-to-year journal that I've been enjoying quite a bit. So this will follow me into 2025 as well. The next one that I have is my farm and house journal. So this is a journal that I began in November of 2023. So pretty much I wanted a journal of some sort that kept like stats, vet information on the girls, and stuff like that, all in one place and over the course of many years. That way I'm not having to, one, set up this journal every year, and then two, I can have multiple years of information in one place. That way I don't have to search through a bunch of books to find what I am looking for. And this actually also scratches my bullet journal itch. So I get to write out the months and pretty much decorate it however I want. And then I can come over here and I can draw and stuff. So this is what I was thinking my garden might look like this year. I can use as much or as little stickers as I want. I can draw stuff in. And I put anything that is related to the house, the farm, anything like that in here. So you'll see purchases, you'll see information on my vet bills. It is all in here, and it's been, I've appreciated it quite a bit because I've been able to kind of go back and be like, okay, what month last year did produce come in a lot more? Or, you know, what was the weather like last year? Or if I have an idea for like a project, then I'll just quickly jot in, you know, what it might look like to see if it's plausible, price things out. Or if I get a new plant, like I got this olive tree a few months ago, you know, writing down exactly what that plant needs, that way I can better take care of it and hopefully not kill it. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Sometimes I don't even put a whole lot in here. I just put in, you know, vet receipts and stuff like that. So I really enjoy this journal because it is very, very helpful in our management of our property and just working to be better stewards of what we have here. So, and then the next one that goes from year to year, this is a relatively new one. I've probably only had it about 3 months or so. This is my my reading journal. There we go. Words are hard sometimes. So what I've done is any book that I've read or am in the middle of reading, I go ahead and write it down. Each book gets a different ink color. I've decided reading books would be my incentive to get different ink bottles because one, I'm a slow reader, and two, why not? So I'll put the books that I've read or am reading, well, words, here, and then if I finish it or did not, I'll put a star there, and then I'll print out a picture of the book on my printer, and then I will say what ink I've been using for, or am going to use for the book, and then I will write any interesting things out of that book in here. As you can tell, I am not a very fast reader, and so I've only gotten a couple of books done this year, but I'm hoping to pick up a little bit next year and fill the rest of this and start a new journal sometime. So we'll see, but this one will be following me into 2025. So the next two, these are two that I have had the entire year of 2024. So this one is basically my brain. This is my work planner. It is not a pretty planner. It's got a lot of chicken scratch in it, random colors. I made a commitment that I mostly kept for this particular planner to only use pen and markers and to not pretty it up, basically, because its function was solely to be my work planner. Oh, and I'll put a picture up, hopefully, of this cover. That way you know where to get it. I got it from a shop on Etsy for about 50 or 60 bucks. This right here is a removable pen case that I keep on it at all times. I got it for $2 in clearance at Walmart about 2 years ago. It's fantastic. It fits Tombos. It fits pretty much any pen that you want in it. And it carries up to 4 pins, I think, if you really want to stress the zipper a little bit. But anyway, so my workbook for 2024 is the weekly notebook by Paper Test Designs. I love this notebook. The only reason I'm not in this notebook again this year is because honestly, I was getting the sterling ink and it just made more sense financially to get both sterling inks. But we'll see. I may switch over and choose a different book. I won't really flip through this book too much because it is pretty well filled out and it does have some sensitive information in it, but I do want to show you a blank spread in case you've never looked inside a Paper Test Designs book, and this is what it looks like. So it's got a small spot for your schedule, then it has, you can do a list or notes, has a timetable, and then it has 4 different lists with a little bit of space up here or down here and a little bit of space here. I've thoroughly enjoyed this book and I've put all sorts of things in here. If you're on the fence about this, I would definitely buy one because it's a great book to have. The next one is my pretty planner. So this is the one that I was like, I am going to chunk it up as much as possible, and I did. And as you can see, I have a bunch of paper right here that I did not use, so I will be actually cutting that paper out and using it as scrap paper. That way it doesn't go to waste. But in here, I pretty much did whatever I wanted. Memory keeping. Some weeks are a lot more filled out than others. And I've just really enjoyed being able to express myself through stickers and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a really good one. You can see I didn't really do much on the monthlies, but it's been a really good planner. My only gripe is that it's undated, and then also I decided that for a pretty planner, I actually want an A5 size and not this week size. This is a Sweet Freckled Designs planner. I believe she's changed her name since I bought this planner. However, I do not know the name of her new shop or business, so I can't really give you that information, but I pretty much just put whatever I wanted in here. It served semi as a journal, but mostly as a planner to memory keep in these weekly pages. So this is what I'm going to finish out the year in, and then I'll move over into that A5 size sterling ink, which will be in a separate video that I show you that one and how I plan on using it. But overall, this was a really good planner. You can see how thick it is, and the binding held up really well. The paper was really good quality. I had no problems with it. But yeah, great planner, just not the right size for me. And I don't like undated. So there's that. This case, I really like it. I bought it especially for this paper test, or I'm sorry, Sweet Freckled Designs weekly planner. And so it's a little bit longer to accommodate the thickness. I really like it. I just am not going to have any planners next year that are going to fit it. This is from Elysian Paper. I believe they're in Greece is their home base. So I'm really sad that I don't get to use this cover again next year, but I am going to hold on to it because you never know. I might decide to jump back into this size for some reason in the future. So I'll hold on to it for about a year, and if it goes unused after that, I'll probably be selling it, which is really, really sad because it's a fantastic cover. But anyway, I'll also put in the description below Elysian Paper. That way you know if you like this type of cover, where you can go to get a similar one. The last one that I have for this year is one that was a late ad. So I started this book in July, and it was undated. So let me get you a... So this is what it looks like. Again, I'm not a huge monthly person, but it was a good planner to try. I was missing that A5 size, and at the same time, I was really interested in the Take a Note planner. I thought the Take a Note was going to be the planner that I would use for 2025, but I didn't want to make the financial commitment until I had tried out the A5 size again, but also the some form of layout for the Take a Note. So I bought this daily plan notebook on Amazon for about $12, I believe. And it's 6 months worth of monthlies and then daily pages. And it actually was a really good investment because it showed me, yes, I do want the A5 size, but I really would like a monthly section, a weekly section, and a section to do dailies. So it showed me that maybe the Take a Note planner was not going to be the correct planner for me. So I consider this a very good investment, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit using it. The paper here is not the best paper, and it's not really fountain pen friendly, but I'm that type of gal that I just don't care. And so I'll still use all of my fountain pens on it, and if it bleeds through, it bleeds through, and I'll put a sticker over the bleed through and keep on rolling. But it's been a really good planner. I pretty much did what I wanted in it. It took me a little bit to figure out how I would like the layout. I know this isn't exactly the same layout as the Take a Note planner. However, it did have the same amount of journal column in it. And so I was able to see, especially later on, you know, basically how I felt, if I felt like this little strip would be enough for me to journal in. And the answer to that was yes. Yes, it would. But as I thought about the Take a Note, I realized I also really like that I was able to kind of track my time in some format. And so that told me, hey, I probably need a weeks section that will allow me to track my time, but still have a notes section where I can section this off. And so this was a very good review. This is into this week now. But this is what a blank page, a blank spread for the dailies on this planner looks like. I did go and look on Amazon. This planner is currently unavailable, but I believe they restock from time to time. I'm just not sure when. So I am not going to have a link below for this, or the name or anything below, because I don't think that would be fair to y'all to put it there. But this is my final planner / journal that I had for this year. So just a quick recap. This was kind of my daily / weekly planner journal. This is my reading journal. I've got my year-to-year journal, and then my farm journal. I've got my pretty planner, and then I've got my work planner right here. And so these were all of the books that I was in this year. I will have my 2025 lineup in a separate video, but I just wanted to show y'all and share what I used this year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. That is definitely for free. And if you would like to see more videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in next video, I guess. Thanks. Bye.